the ways human beings can adapt. So that's point one from Thomas Friedman. Technology has run amok, if you understand that expression, or technology is crazy. Number two, what Thomas Friedman says is that we are in a global world. So, go here, global. How many of you in here have more than 5 followers on your social media? More than 5? Raise your hand. How many of you all have more than 10? More than 20? More than 100? Okay, so you beat me already. Okay, more than 500. Raise your hand high. Awesome. So that means, thank you, that you are connected to 500 people. How many of you have followers or follow people who are not in Kenya? Who are not on the continent of Africa? That's global. And what Thomas Friedman says about global is that not only is technology exceeding at this accelerated rate, but we are globally connected. And that is something that's very important. We may not be as globally connected as you. And so you have a responsibility to use that for the betterment of mankind, humankind. And the third thing that Thomas Friedman says is something that we don't really have a problem with because we hear it all the time, is climate change. And climate change is real. I say Mother Nature is mad. But Mother Nature is a mother and therefore forgiving. And so Thomas Friedman concludes his book with this. Climate change and other wicked or complex problems will be solved by you, thank goodness, using technology and global connections, because no one can do it alone. And so you've got to think about in your classes, first of all, if there's a group project, you should rejoice, because you're developing skills to use the globe. We in the US have to get more global, because we're going to be left behind, because we need these global connections along with technology to meet the future's problems. So that's really all I wanted to say, was that I want you to think in terms of, don't fret if you're trying to do an iterative problem in civil engineering to figure out structures, figure out if a bridge can hold, the load that it needs to hold. Think in terms of, I'm figuring out how to solve a problem, and I won't do this alone when I'm working, but how to solve a problem, and what do I have at my hands that I can use to solve the problem that's not necessarily in Kenya? What can I use not necessarily in the United States? There's someone out there, there's something out there that can help you. And then technology can also be an aid. So when I was in school, I know you hate people to start sentences like that, but when I was in school, we had to do a lot of calculations by hand that now with a supercomputer, and not even a supercomputer, with my phone, I can do.